Federal agencies do not need to rip out their existing FOIA platforms to benefit from AI. The FOIA First Gate capability developed by EY shows a more practical path: targeted AI automation at the front end of the workflow, where missing information, repetitive follow-up, and slow initial communications often create downstream backlog pressure. What you're seeing here is FOIA First Gate, shown in a Power Apps Code app shell. We built it this way to make the workflow easy to visualize, but the capability itself is designed to drop into existing case management environments such as Power Platform, ServiceNow, and Pega. The point is not a new system of record. The point is a targeted AI layer that strengthens intake triage and early requester communications. The first improvement happens at the point of submission. Instead of relying on unstructured free text and then chasing clarification later, FOIA First Gate captures request details in one guided, structured intake. The form is organized into clear sections, including agency and component selection, requester information, request details, fees, and expedited processing. Here, the app is already prompting the requester with agency-specific context. In this example, we're routing to the Department of Justice, specifically the FBI, and the form surfaces component details and submission guidance right where the requester needs them. That reduces ambiguity before the request ever enters the queue. To keep the demo moving, I'm loading a representative FOIA request rather than typing one out live. Once submitted, the request moves into the reviewer workflow inside the operational queue. This is important. AI is not happening off to the side with no process context. It is embedded in the workflow reviewers already manage. From this queue, staff can see what is awaiting review, what is due, and the current status of each request. That gives analysts immediate visibility into intake status, response progress, and exactly where action is needed next. This is the core of the targeted AI triage workflow. At the top of the workbench, the reviewer can select a request, run a single action, or run the full initial evaluation pipeline. This modularity allows agencies to adopt this capability in stages rather than all at once. Once the pipeline runs, the system surfaces a clear set of decision tiles across the top of the screen: completeness, missing information, recommended routing, suggested fee waiver, expedited processing, follow-up required, human review, and dispatch status. We are not asking the model for one generic answer. We break the intake into specific reviewable determinations that support analyst action. On the left, the original FOIA request stays visible, with all the metadata we saw captured on the submission screen. On the right, the AI recommended response is already drafted in a form the reviewer can use: a top-level status, an email subject, draft response language, any missing items, and the next steps. The goal is to accelerate early requester communication without removing human judgment. As we move down, the workbench preserves the requester snapshot, attachments, and fee context, so the analyst still has the operational details needed to make a sound decision. The reviewer can copy, save edits, or regenerate the draft, but the control point is explicit: the response cannot be sent until a human has reviewed and approved it. That keeps the human analyst in the loop where agencies need them most. We also make the policy basis visible. Here, the reviewer can see the guidance supporting the intake and fee determinations, so the recommendation is grounded in policy and business rules, not just general model output. So this workbench does more than generate a draft. It gives reviewers a structured, policy-aware intake package, faster to review, easier to govern, and ready for action.